Okay, I believe we're live. Excellent. And let's go ahead and start some music. Hello? Huh, my lights aren't on for this, but that's okay. Let's see if that restarts it. What's up, Anaziki? Welcome, welcome. Is this still... Yeah, that's working. Huh, weird. My lights are just off for it. I don't know why. I'm doing great. What about you? What about you? Sam, are you going to DEF CON? I am not. No, I don't think so. Fonzie, what's up? What's up? Thanks for the sub. I'm doing great. I'm just gonna work on some C stuff today. Let's try and see if we can get YouTube started. It's going great. Collaborous. What about yourself? And of course, I changed that to... I gotta change that to public. I should make a new thumbnail for this. It's kind of stupid for me not to have a thumbnail, I think. Okay, whatever. It's fine, though. Okay. And I can't forget... making new exercises for probably... What's the next step that we need to do? We just finished objects. So probably going to work on... I'm not sure yet. I should really start streaming this stuff on x.com again. All right, Kickstarter season amazing. Thanks. Oh yeah, awesome. Glad you liked it. Drockman, what's up? Walled, hey. Okay. Let's see if Lane changed this back to snake vector. Great. Okay, I like those better. Yeah, I like the way that he structured those now. That all seems pretty good. Okay, those are all great. Looks good to me. Let's get that money, as they say, as well. You know? 715, what up? What's up? All right, so let me see here. Right, we were writing some stuff on outline, but what we probably can do, yep, we don't need that anymore. Oh, all of these are going to be right. We do need to go and check. Where did we have our boot plugin here that we were writing? Whoops, Lua boot. We need to make this buffer. Can't I do Vim API and nvim open win and now it has split option? I think I can, right? Yeah. I haven't tried that before. We should try this. Splits. Ooh, nice. Let's try this. Local buff number vim API nvim create buff false true, and then we can do local win is vim API. We want to do yeah, I think we want to go to it. That's fine. Whoops. And we're gonna go new equals what did they call it instead then? Is it split or is it below then? Left, right, above, below. Oh, nice. Split below. Create vertical split of the left window. Is that the only way that you can use that? Never tried that before. Full-time streamer, you left that code search on me? I did, yeah. I did. What's up, Rocker? Unhappy engineer. Oh, dang. Hey, didn't you message me? Did I forget to do this? Unhappy engineer. Was your first one with an underscore? How can I look at what your Oh no, I don't know. I don't see anything in here. Account suspended or deactivated. Oh, it wasn't us. Unhappy. It says your old account is deactivated. Anyways, we'll have to be on a hot tub streamer. True. We're still waiting on the hot tub. It's coming soon. I promise. Just a few more subs and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon, chat, for sure. All right, we'll see if this works. Let's try this again. Okay, so it still did the split. That's good. Okay, nice. We all know Teach is actually a fraud, right? He only knows Lua. Facts. Best language ever. It's a pretty fun language. What's up, Jordan? Good to see you again. You could contribute to real projects. Solid points. Solid points. Vim API or Vim key map set and Q and buffer buff number Vim API and Vim win close win number true. Boom. Okay. We'll try that as well. I can just hit Q. Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. So this, I think the only thing we need to do is I need to add this to here. What would we maybe like leader SE for execute? Whoops, boot dot. What's this called again? Test complete exercise. Test complete exercise. What are you working on? Plugin config for boot dev, Cly? No. This is literally just for me. This is for running stuff in my while I'm making my course. So this goes, so I can go like this, and I'm inside of an exercise right now. I'm inside of this objects complete exercise here. And so when I run this, it executes this and tells me what the results are so that I can instantly check to make sure that everything's working well inside the exercise. Change to open term in a float window. You would just open a floating window and then run term inside of it. So it's just that part's just a plugin for me to do my own, how can I say it? Like to just for my own stuff to make my life happier. Okay, so I think Lane merged, but he hasn't merged this one. Okay, I'll ask him. All right, what are we doing? I'm gonna work on some more of the exercises right now because I think right now we finished all of the objects ones. And nice, Lane just pulled that just pushed that as well. So that should have Lane's course here. What's the course going to be focused on? It's going to be about C and memory management. Okay, great. So now let's make a new branch. I called my first one TJ Baby Steps because Lane's been making fun of me that I'm actually trying to take my time and do a good job. He's like, that doesn't matter. This is boot dev. Nah, just kidding. That's not what he said, Chad. Don't clip that and send that to him. Let's work on more exercises. That seems good. Whoops. Lane's actually been way nicer than all of you, chat. All of you guys are always making fun of me. What's your go-to lang for hardcore backend stuff? It depends on the project. Are you into oops ideology? No, I tend to try not to make mistakes. All right, so let's go check our outline again. And let's look at, while we're doing this, we'll go to project complete. Yeah, we'll go here. So let me just make sure I've written down. I'm trying to write down everything that we used inside of here. We need to do typecasting and implicit typecasts for numbers, maybe. Oops was a mistake, pun intended and all. Yeah. When Kotlin envim, I don't know. What do you need from Kotlin envim? I don't. Ooh, chat. You know what? Oh, this is running. Here, we'll just start this again just to make sure. All right, there we go. I forgot. What's up, script? We can maybe. Okay, I'll connect it for today. I'll allow it. Should be able to have rewards on then. These should all be on. Are these working? Let's see. Nice. Okay, we'll allow it today. I'm feeling festive. We need to do pointers. We need to do pointer like field access. Toward a web dev. No, it's literally all backend stuff basically. I mean, it's on the web. But it's mostly back-end focused, I would say. Kotlin envim when Kotlin has a language server. Yeah. The C course is going to be about memory management. Trying to think what else do we have in here that people would need to, like, they already knows arrays. What else have we not put inside of here? Alloc free strings. This one would be earlier. We will have that covered much earlier than this.
Is the world's
what up, Ibra?
Language.
Yeah, welcome. PHPP, hey. You can apply skills learned from boot dev elsewhere too. Yeah, I mean, of course, like learning to program will help you do other programming things. Points. What are you wondering about points? Talking about coins?
Mary Kate and Ashley. Mary Kate and Ashley. Mary
Tokens.
Mary Kate and Ashley. When I met Mary Kate, that was actually the same day that I
credits.
met Ashley.
So we need to do headers, implementation, arrays, type def. Oh, we also need to cover forward declaration. Yeah, that would be here. What else am I missing from? We are going to talk about some stack and heap shenanigans. We'll talk a little bit about this part. Maybe we even put this. I wonder if we put this in between. I'm thinking what we do is we put this here, actually. This would be like 7 and 8. Although this then would be 6. So then these would all be... Okay. Although now we don't have a 4. Where is 4? Maybe I didn't need to move those up one. Pointers. Because we'll talk about what's going on with these, so that part's pretty good. I'm just making sure, because we're going to work backwards from 2D arrays, function pointers, unions, realloc. Oh, we'll definitely talking about unions. Where do I have that in here, though? An enum. Okay, so maybe we put that... Probably should put this here, which is like C... I don't know what I'd call this. I would just call this like... I see advanced is wrong name. That's fine. But we need to cover what is lanes? Enum. We need to cover union. Where are we covering allocating? We're going to be covering that here, somewhere in pointers. Maybe we just put this up here. Yeah, because this one could be 3, and then we need to talk about allocating. Oh, we're gonna do that in this section. Okay, so that seems good. I don't remember which order. I've been working only on the objects part for a while now to try and get everything working nicely there. New snake string. We need, at some point, size of. Maybe we can put that. I'm not sure where we need to put this. We need size of, type of. Learning Zig. There we go. Now we're talking, Surin. Now we're talking. Because we can do these without malloc yet. Because we'll sort of save that. We're going to save pointers and malloc and free a little bit to a little bit later. To try and just have them not be too scared of a bunch of the other stuff that's happening in C. We need to figure out where we're gonna put include, and then we'll also do something. Well, let's put maybe. I don't know how much we're gonna talk about macros. Next prime sub is yours. Let's go. Is that easy? But normally I get everybody's name wrong though, so I don't think I can make that a habit of winning with that. We can do things with pointers, so we can do strings here, and we can do lists. We can say arrays here. That's probably the right spot to put those. We can get past a lot of that here without having to do those, really. Well, or without truly explaining them. That's going to come here. Struct, type def. So when we do structs, we'll also include... I want to just put all of these here. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go type def, and we also need to do forward declare for those. It's just free course cheat code. Oh yeah, well, all the content on Boot's free. Like, you can read the content for free, you just won't get to do the exercises. So yeah, you can hang out. How much of the course is ready? It's hard to say. Not sure having a background into how C is a low level abstraction over 70, how the computer architecture was higher level language compiled into machine code. I thought C couldn't do objects. Well, funny enough, we're making objects in this course. Subtooling like C-line visual. Yeah, we're not gonna do that, Cosmic, though, because they're gonna be working on it in the boot dev like platform on here. Yeah, of course C has structs though. C is not a low-level abstraction over assembly. C is a high-level abstraction over assembly. CD's what, Roy? Okay, so we have this. We'll put this in. All right, we do need to show them sometime early on how we're going to do our M unit tests. Maybe right after functions we can do it. Maybe that would be a good time to slot it in. See these cool courses. True, true. Good point. We'll need to do include very early as well. We'll do simplest hello world. And we'll include in here, we'll talk about include briefly. Because they already sort of know import and stuff, and we'll cover that more later. We'll need to talk about define at some point. Well, maybe we go here and we go simple macros, and we'll talk about, because we'll need to talk about define. Yeah. Hallucinate chatters. Oh no. What? Local development was a big thing I didn't like. Get from CS50. Add anything with sandbox in there to get a workspace, but then I was trying to do anything on my own. It was a struggle. Yeah, I know that part is kind of tough, but it's also sort of like we'll point to a few options of things that people can do, right? But it's just not like feasible to build that without like. It's just not really feasible to like build it out. Bare basic human readable abstraction over assembly. I just don't really think that that's true. Like it's just way. I don't really think that that's true. That it's a bare basic human readable abstraction over assembly. C does lots of stuff. The compiler does lots of stuff. Do you work on OSS full time? Well, this is not OSS, so no. I work on whatever seems like a good idea to work on stream. This is just S. You know what I'm saying, Rocker? I think it's getting too like in the. We don't need to talk about that as part of the language. You know what I mean? In the passage I received. No, my first language was Python. We do need to talk about pointer syntax, pointer field access. Okay. When we talk about include, we probably should just talk about headers and .c. Yeah. My first language is Cold Fusion. Oh, nice. Well, this course release? I don't know. As soon as it's done. You think Sozin is C Jesus? I don't think anybody is Jesus except for Jesus. One shot to guess how old I am? I don't know. That's tough. 45 then? I have no idea what people's first language would be. Cold Fusion. All right. Well, good luck, Lumen. See ya. We need those. These are basically operators. So we can put them here. We'll put type of 25. That's how were those your first language then? Hello from India. Welcome. You gonna show the whole array index array? I'm not really sure. I don't think it's useful. Roy. I think it's just confusing for people, but we may bring it up. Confusing if you've never seen it before. Feel like help me understand the pointer arithmetic under hood. We are going to be doing some pointer arithmetic, so we may slot it in. A shady local dev agency. That's funny. All right. So getting real, how do I advance further? You got to build. All right, so I think... I think that's basically everything then. All right, so now we can start working backwards. Any tips for learning C++? I have none. I don't know anything about C++. All right, so I think that that's pretty good. Pretty good. So then with all of this, we need to start back and... types. Yeah. So this is this one is done basically. This one's done. So that's good. This one is not done. Whoops. Oh, that was goofy. All right. Yeah, we'll go here. I don't know what else we would want to cover for strings and arrays. There's going to be quite a bit to cover for both of these. Because we're going to need to cover like allocating them. We're going to need to cover stirring functions. We'll want to cover string literals. We'll want to cover as well null termination. I guess we can probably do like array index equals index array. It is somewhat helpful, but we'll put question mark there. I'm not really sure. So that one's good. All right, and then these are all sort of what we're gonna do on the very first. Have you tried the Dylan language? I have not. Verilog tutorial? It's been quite a while. I haven't written Verilog since college. Okay, so I already have a bunch of these sort of like written. So like let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that I've written already. Let's do structs. It's kind of easy. It's kind of an easy one. Did you do the Go course? Like, have I completed it, or did I write it? I guess the answer to both is no. I've written a lot of Go, but I didn't do the course. No. This is my first course that I'm writing for Lane. Okay. So I need to go and... So how is this structured? So we have this, and then we have... Right, we have required lessons. Whoops. Required lessons. Then these all need to get put inside of here. And then, oh right, we need to go to metadata. Do I have a nice little function for just like give me a new UUID? Require boot dot input UUID. Lua boot. Function m dot, what did I call it again? Input UUID. Can I just do vim command vim API and vim feed keys? I forgot what this one is. Well, this sends input keys. Can mode be insert mode? Oh no, I think that's a different mode, right? What does the mode do? I insert the string instead of appending. We can just try. Oops. Move vim API and vim feed keys. Hello. Something like this. What's the last argument for feed keys? PhD can stream the whole PhD on Twitch. That's very funny. We can just open a file, start writing, and go. Sure, if you've written programming languages before, right? But that's part of the. That's part of the difficulty, right? Okay. Normal mode and true. Something like this. We'll see if this works. Oops, I need to go boot plugin. Let's try and go. Let's yoink this. Right, so this one is at the required lessons. Okay. Metadata.yaml. Is it YAML or YAML? I can never remember. So this is leader SU. Boom. Nice. Very cool. Make a Power Rangers video game and go. Call it Go Power Rangers. See, now you've got it. Anthony, you're having some pretty good ideas today. I'm liking where your head's at. Yo, what up, Jose? Include some env tricks for C2, please. On course. It's not going to be in the boot dev course. I'm not going to... C structures. C structs and how to use them. I don't know. Let's say something like this. Object ++, exactly. But I may make I'll probably release a few C related videos, like around when I make the course on YouTube, like when it's done. But I'm not going to include like an NVim tutorial in the boot dev course. You know what I'm saying? All right, so when we get to here, then what we need to do is complete and incomplete and a metadata.yaml. Which ones do I have? I have update current lesson. I wonder if that will work. Hey, Sonny. YAML, yeah. Why do all the languages have to be YAML, TOML? Where is conf W? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is gonna make a W language finally? That's what I'm wondering. That's kind of like the big question in my mind. Oh, nice. That's great. Oh, I guess we don't have to put these in the hidden files anymore either, though. Right. I can remove that. Oh, no. It was in here, right? Hidden files. We don't need that anymore. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Config is never a W. Fair. Will you also emulate functional programming concepts in C? Like, are we kind of touching, like you are kind of touching OOP right now? I'm not going to emulate functional stuff. No, we're going to write the OOP. It's just like, it's not really OOP either. It's just objects, right? Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like we didn't implement inheritance or diamond problem or anything. Yo, Sweep. Always nice to see you in the YouTube chat, buddy. Thanks. Burritos mentioned. True, burritos mentioned. Serious Vim motions. Agreed. Okay, so we can change that, but that's good. What happens if I do this now? Will it update? Oh, it skips it because it's already been done. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we have complete and incomplete folder laid out. And so now we can start writing some stuff for structs, which is good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I do think that this is a nice example of what you don't want to do. So we can show... I guess they already know classes, right? So like they already know from Python. We can lean on the fact that they know... Right? They know classes at some point in here. Yeah, they know classes. Great. Okay, so we can talk about how we probably don't need to motivate the example that much. As much as if you were doing this as like C as an introduction to programming. So open up XML format. Oh, nice, Brad. Thank you. Yeah. Pigeon, that's a funny one. The missile knows where it is because it knows where it is not. I get like this is probably enough of a motivation. So struct, I'm gonna say this. Implement. I don't know how exactly. I have to think about how are we gonna motivate this because it basically we need some new way to say what coordinates are. I don't know if that's too much text for one lesson. I don't know. Lane will be able to decide later. So then, what's up, trash people? Brazilian dev. Brazil mentioned. Brazil mentioned. Nice. All right, so what do we want to do here? We just want to make a very simple struct to basically take this distance here. Oh, this is a good one. So we want to implement this basically, right? So we go to complete. We'll go main C. We'll do this one's going to include munit h. That's good. And then we'll make some munit cases here with like can scale test scale coordinate, something like this. And then this is what we're going to put inside the other one. We'll make a chord t, something like this. And this can be chord t1 2 3, sure. And then let's go chord t scaled. Yep. And then we want to do assert scaled x. Yeah, that's good. And that's good. Great. These probably should also have int main. And then let's go. Oh, is this munit test, I think? Or no, this one's case. That one's test. All right, that one's just busted. I forgot what I wrote before for this, right? Munit case. Yep. And then int main. We'll go and yoink this as well. And let's go scale coordinate, and we can say test scale coordinate, and we can say coordinates. Oh, chat. Teachcoin stuff should be on right now, by the way. Oh, probably because we don't have this include exercise H, or we can say chord. We'll call this chord dot H. Chord H. Type def struct int xy chord t. Okay, so that's good. Munit case. Where does it think that this is? Munit case. Yeah, that should be good. Two missing int. What? Nice, that was a good one. You actually surprised me on that one. What's up, Arch, by the way? Keyboard? Yeah, keyboard. Brazil mention! Okay, so... Oh, but this should... No, this should have this as the macro. Why is it not finding... But teacher, saw your short time you wanted to whatever super nonsense. Very impressed. Thanks, Lane. Here, just to verify that it's real. Oh boy. Okay. Oh no! I already choked. Okay, sorry. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. Oh! Ah! Let me do 15 seconds. I'm not warmed up enough today. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay. That's better. That's better. It's like, it takes a while for my... this is my first cup of coffee, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We need like a little bit more coffee in the brain. 4 times the char, as they say. Too bad it was the first time, Pigeon. You know, it was still the first time. Yeah, I'm trying 231 is world record. That's wild, though. We probably should teach them header guards. I just don't know if I want to do get reset dash hard. Exactly. 100% accuracy is cool. Thanks. What does it really not like about this? What? What am I missing here? Hello? Chord T. What is going on? Oh, I just don't know if it's worth like explaining to them about it and stuff, because we're not gonna really like I guess we could put some in there. I just don't know if it's worth doing for them. This probably says that it needs a message as well, which is like should scale X, should scale Y, should scale Z. This. Oh, we didn't make this function yet either. That's true. Chord T scale coordinate. Yeah. Well, we don't want to actually do that. That's in the actual implementation. Am I doing something crazy here? Is coordinate not a thing? Chat, what am I doing wrong here? What can I not see that seems like it should be right in front of my face? I tell you about it, I'm gonna see. Are you using Clang D? I'm using Clang D. Misery Emblem still missing the pseudo arbitrary commander ward. Fair.
I'm so stupid, chat.
Well, why did it not like me doing this before? Why is it saying 2 is scuffing it here? Too many args in macro expansion? What? Oh, did I? Ooh, perhaps I scuffed something in my M unit case here. Well, I'm saying I don't know if it makes sense to do at this moment. Now do dot in it. Type specifier missing. Maybe I'll help you figure this out. Thanks, guys. Now I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Why is it upset about this? Like, I feel like I must have scuffed something in my macro. But this is what I wanted before. For sure, it's not a course. It's not. White House was right. True, true. Images are not a C thing. They are a C thing. You can do it in C. Because like I can do it here. It won't care. It's something about how I wrote this macro, I guess. But that doesn't make sense. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, oh no, did I just scuff the do while? Okay. So then why didn't it like this though? That's kind of weird. I messed something up with my macro, I guess, for it. I don't really know. Okay. Whatever. That's very confusing. Very confused, chats. You're trying to commit as many crimes as possible here. Yes, of course. Oh, right. Nope. I still... No, I need that because it's a macro. No, I need this because it's a macro. Like, it's... I need to put this here for it to make sense. It's okay. It's okay. We can also just go new chord. Like this is a classic. And then we'll just say... Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then these are both simple. Oh, I don't like this though. I don't like that. That's kind of annoying. I would just make it equal to chord and then I would go scaled dot x times factor. I think that way is a little bit nicer to read. Great, that works. Learn C using Go. True. That's relevant. That is a little bit irrelevant, Pigeon. Yeah. Why? I'm making a course for boot.dev. It does. Yeah, Agate. That's what I was confused about, though. I didn't know why it wouldn't recognize it as a macro with putting this inside of here, though. C macro X or something else. It's literally not. It's not complicated at all. Course title, why secret macros are evil. No, it's literally just text. It's nice. It's nice to be able to do this. You guys are wrong. It's nice to be able to do this for simple things. Do people commit crimes with C macros? Yes, they do. They do. Yeah. But you don't need macros to have that happen. You can just go true equals false in Python. Okay? So, you don't even need macros to make that kind of evil. You don't even need that kind of evil, you know? All right. So this is kind of what I want them to do. We'll make another test case just of create test new chord. And we'll just do this. We'll go here. Get up, Strange. What's up, Nix? But unfortunately, no macros. No, wrong. Macros are good. They're just a tool that can be used for evil, you know? Just extra replacement is saying like it's just equals MC squared. Define main. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. I'm not saying you can't do evil things with them, but that's like saying it just is like a define main. Yeah, colon. Yeah. All programming is just text replacement. They're just misunderstood. Well, sometimes it's not misunderstood. Sometimes they're correct. It is evil to use them sometimes. Define struct union. I'm not disagreeing with that, right? But I don't know how close they are to tempos. I've never done anything with C++ really. All right. I did want to check. Can we do pragma once? I did want to check later because we could just teach them pragma once for some stuff instead of doing the header guards. I don't know. I still have to decide where I want to include that in the course and how I want to talk about it. To make it read like Pascal code? Based. Very based. Oh, we should probably call this... We should decide whether we want to call it chord T or coordinate T. We'll just call it coordinates. Then, oh, right. I got to go back to here and write this as well. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. Maybe recording a union of function pointers in C. Very good as well. Lots of good stuff happening, chat. Are there interfaces in C? Not really. The only like interface kind of thing you could do would be with like a function pointer. So you can say that something has to match this like function signature, but it's like only one. So but it's not. So like you could do things that are like protocols, I guess. All right, so this one is like a good example of being able to start creating structs and why you'd want to do them and how then you could pass them around. But I am kind of thinking, should I split this into 2 lessons? We should probably do one lesson is just creating a coordinate struct. That would be the first one. And then we'll do another lesson. Lane, are you still here? Do you like having like a bunch of lessons in a row or like one lesson where they have to do like 5 things? I have a CLI tool and I want to open as buffer in NeoVim. Like to interact with it, you can do terminal bunch in a row, usual bad. That's what I was thinking. That is pretty bad, Moose. Okay. So then what I'll do instead is the first one here. Oftentimes I'll lazily write it all in one, then break it up. That's kind of what I was thinking as well. Right, so I can do like the beginning struct shenanigans here is just going to be, part 1 is build this, and then part 2 is build this, and then part 3 is build this to show how we can like return a new coordinate. And then that's enough to get them started on some ideas about structs, I think. Oh, we need to also go over... Oh, I didn't... Because this is where we're going to do this. Because I don't think we did... Yeah, we haven't done this yet. Okay, so we need to do... Right. The first thing I need to do is we don't know how to do this. So they don't know how to do this yet. They don't know type def. So we need to go coordinate. And then we say struct coordinate. With the very annoying struct coordinate. At this point, I think probably we probably need to just go like this. Oops. Because they don't know how to do the other part yet. So we'll get that coming later. You're going to go into API and layout and all that? Probably not crazy, but we will talk a little bit about some of it, yes. Well, definitely not crazy. It's a course, it's just not a C course. Like, it's a C and memory management, right? Where the idea is we're mostly working towards getting them to understand things about memory, not becoming a professional C developer after one single course. Is that a dog or cat? What? German Shepherd. Isn't that C++ in the same type def every time it creates? Are you gonna bring up the memory leak missile story? I don't know. Maybe if it's a really funny one. I don't know if I know exactly which one you're talking about, Growlix. Link it, and then maybe we'll use it as an example. Or maybe I do know, but I don't remember. I'm not sure. Okay, right. So the first thing we need to do here, and then after this, we can show how you can do type def. Yeah. Use of the null garbage. Right, no. Oh, that's a funny one, yeah. I don't know if we'll include it or not, but it would be a good one. Scaled equals chord. You make a redundant copy. You can do scaled x equals chord x times factor. Did you just use your mouse? Of course, yeah. Is this boot dev exclusive? What do you mean, Potato? What are you talking about? Like, the course is going to be only on boot dev. I'm not going to publish it anywhere else. Okay. But, like, so I'm not sure if that's what you're asking. Yeah, we're not going to worry about... this is fine. This is totally fine. It's okay. I see NVIM world domination proceeding is playing, starting with boot dev U prime. Exactly, Nix. We've infiltrated the next generation of learning and subtly dropping hints about NeoVim throughout. Oh, I will do the whole course and upload it to YouTube. Yeah. But it's like you won't. But watching me do the course, I mean, it's better than maybe doing nothing to learn something. But like, it's not as good as doing exercises. But yeah, I am gonna like record myself doing the whole course, but it's not the same thing. Will you be looking at Gobble? No, we will not be. Okay, so this part's good, and then after this, we can do the type def to show them because they don't know about type def yet. And they'll be tired of writing struct coordinate all the time by now, so that's good. And right, we haven't covered initializers yet, so I think probably the way that we'll do it now is we'll do it this strategy, and then we'll set the values, and then that seems pretty good. Okay, so that seems like a pretty good start to how we would do this. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm just gonna yoink all of these and we'll put them down into 99. Make his own C compiler. Yes, chat. That's definitely a good plan. That's most definitely a great plan. So this will be like 4 or something, or 6 or 7. I don't know. We'll see. But it'll be later. Decent at competitive programming? No. I've never done competitive programming stuff before. I mean, like, I'm kind of a fast typer and can solve some problems quickly, but there's like, it's very different to write competitive programming stuff. So no. Okay. Sergeant Pepper. What's up, Pepper? Hey, Sevix. Great intro music, by the way. The first step we'll do is to create a new struct called coordinate. Should we do, when I did objects, we did, we'll change it to be this, coordinate. This struct should have an x, y, 3 fields, in all of them being ints. Okay. That seems pretty good. The general syntax for structs is struct name, type, field type, yeah, that's actually better. Field 1, field type, field 2, field type, dot, 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 last field, last name. Okay. A bit loud though? No, what do you mean a bit loud? What? What about leet code hards? No, I'm not really a leet coder. I haven't done leet code in like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 years probably. Well, longer than that probably. Do I need to wear a pair of boots to use boot dev? No, you get the boots by doing boot dev. You know what I'm saying? Sure, and that's a good idea. You probably should do that. Too low of an IQ to do any competition. Too high of an IQ to win the lowest IQ. I don't know. Probably just ignore your IQ and do your best. That's what I would say. He is not very good at it. I don't think Lane is trying to hide that. Throw some go-tos in there. We may have to cover just a touch of go-to later. We'll see. Have you guys done IQ tests? I've never done a real one. Course include any memory paging and freeing algorithms? No. Tutorials regarding learning Go. Boot.dev. Promo code TEACH. But go-tos are considered harmful. Yep. All right. So now we need to do this. So we're going to go into here and we're going to have something here where we're just going to say, I want to make a new coordinate. So we'll say struct coordinate coord. And then we'll say coord. We'll just call it C. C.x is 1. C.y is 2. C.z is 3. And then we can just take all of these and go C. Whoops. And then that's all we need to do. We don't need to do that. And we just test new chord. And we can say create coordinate. And we got to go back to here and we'll change this though to, because that's the naming strategy that we've been doing for those. And then there won't be anything here. So this is everything that we've got. We're going to make this. IQ is a lot. You can always fix your skill issues. Sure. Yeah, there are good times to use GoTo. I've written GoTo, and you've run it on your computer if you've used NeoVim. So there you go. So there you go. All right, I guess, so let's think about this. If we're thinking about where we are in our outline, we probably should do include. Okay, when we do include, maybe we can include here header guards. That is probably a pretty good place to put it. I need to test. What is the support for Pragma once? What is the current support for Pragma once in C compilers these days? Well, so then who doesn't support? Okay, so I don't think they're going to be compiling on Oracle Solaris Studio. Everybody supports it then. Yeah. What is... I don't know for using Pragma once versus traditional header guards in 2024 on a new C project. It's not standard in C++. Well, that's okay. We don't care. Like, why would we? I don't even know why you would not want to. It's not part of the C standard. Okay, well, yeah, just like anybody cares about that. A Vimway, a Vimway. Thanks, Nag. Okay, well, if we can just use Pragma once, then I'll introduce it earlier. We'll introduce Pragma once here. So then we can just put that in all of our .h files, and then that seems fine. There's scenarios where it can fail, such as what, Sammy? Or if you have a link to somewhere that I can read about it. I mean, it's okay if occasionally in some goofy scenario it can fail. That's really not the point. It's really not the point of the course, right? Like I said, we're trying to get them to learn things about C and memory management, not to become this expert of the arcane problems of C. Old embedded stuff, yeah. You're already a C prodigy. I don't know about a prodigy. The best way to become a prodigy is to be willing to admit that you don't know something and then go learn more about it. So I'm not going to be afraid to say I'm not sure about this, especially when I'm going to try and make something for other people to learn from. That would be the only way to make sure you never get better at something. Okay, so we'll just go with Pragma once because that's simpler and we don't have to show them a ton of if, def, define, blah, 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 a bunch of other crazy stuff, which I didn't want to introduce early in the course. So that's good. Okay. Create coordinate, test new coordinates. So that's good. Okay. So let's go ahead and do, I had that for this. We'll do diff put. And we'll open up chord H. Make sure to hydrate. True. All right. So then we want to go here. And we'll say create struct name coordinates. Okay. That's how you can project become 5-year-old. That's another good strategy. Yep. Okay, so that's good. So then that would be both of them, all they need for this. And these can all be like this, and they can't edit main C. That's great. Okay, so now they need to, now that they have this, time travel or reincarnation? What did I forgot what I called this here. Sync complete file, create new exercise, boot new exercise. I guess that must be, is that the one that I did? Test complete exercise? Lua boot. Create new exercise. No, what is the one where I had it so that you would open diff, create next lesson? Right. Vim key map set leader SN for next. Sweet. Pascal, 13 months. Thank you. And should I have a working CMake tools config for NeoVim? I don't know. I'm not really big. I don't really know a lot about CMake. Okay. Weird. What an idiot. All right. Okay. All right. So then the next thing we need to do with that is we need to go and we need to create a new lesson. And so the next thing that we want to do is we want to do something that can return a new struct. So we need to basically do something very simple about just creating a new struct. So let's go structs. I don't know. We'll say return, or we'll say structs create. Yeah, so we'll do something like that. All right, so now we're here. We've got a readme, create struct. Maybe I need to do initializers first. This probably would be better to do before we talk about struct here, because we can go here, and then we need to say how we actually are going to initialize this. Yeah, so let's go ahead, and what I will do instead is we'll just yoink all of this. We'll put this here, because this probably should instead be initializers. Yeah, and then we'll delete this. Yep. What does a teach coin do? You can use it to do goofy things, like change my color scheme. Whoops, like this. Just go to coins, and then you can do stuff with it. There's a bunch of things on there. Okay. So with that, struct initializers, because that's the next thing that we really need to do. We need to show them. So now you're probably wondering, hey, TJ, for some of the observant, but for you may have noticed in the previous test that we created a struct and then filled its fields, which we did by doing structs one. Here we go. No, that was in main here, and so we did this. There are a few other ways, though, that we can create the struct. These are called struct initializers, something like this. There are 3 primary methods, or I don't know, syntax. What would you say? 3 different syntaxes for initializing structs. Okay. They don't know about this yet. They don't know about this yet. We'll say example, and we'll just say field. Syntheses. Syntheses. Exactly. So we need to do struct example E, and we can say so probably we could, let's do the simplest one. So first is 0 initializer, right? Which looks basically like this. Nice. Nice. I didn't need to see the rest of the code anyway, so it's totally cool. What I forgot what this one called. What is this one called? This one called designated positional. Right. So the next one is positional in initializer. And that one's gonna look like maybe we should have 2 fields. Hello and int world, something like this. Int hello and int world, something like this. Just simple ones for now. I will buy boot dev course in Teach Coins. Good luck. Good luck. Struct example E is 1, 2. And then we have designated initializer. Yeah. This is my preferred. That's not how you spell preferred. Preferred way to initialize a struct. In case any of the fields change position. It'll be easier, yeah. Easier to make sure that you're still setting the correct value in the struct. It's also quite a bit easier to read for large structs. Okay, so then that seems good. So we have struct E, and we can go dot hello equals 1, dot world equals 2, like this. And then these all we don't need right now. Great. Okay. Which I'm pretty sure. Crunching out really great course. I mean, it's kind of the plan. Assignment, basically, create a new function, new coordinate. Whoops, new coordinate that returns and. All right, so that seems good. So we go here and we go to this, right? We've got main C here. And, oh, interesting. I think my next course thing here, create next lesson, doesn't copy all of the files there, which I wanted to copy all the files. I should copy everything in the directory. I'll leave myself a little to do for that. To do copy everything in the previous directory. We'll think about that shortly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do hello world or not. It's fine. It's like yeah, maybe I should just say foo bar. That seems better. Okay. All right, so we'll go to here. As is tradition. True. So let's go ahead and make coord H. Yep. And we'll go pragma once. And then we'll say struct coordinate. And we'll say I think we had them be int x, int y, int z. We'll go here. And then we're saying struct coordinate, new coord, stop. Okay. So then we'll go to here, coord C. And we'll write this in. Include. No. What do we call it again? Coord H. And we can just go return like this. Great. Or maybe we should say struct coordinates chord equals this, and then we can just return chord. Maybe that's like a simpler version, right? They got to make a course on making boots and leatherworking. Just talk to Lane, we'll see what happens. I think that I know the SQL. Can you tell me something I probably don't know anyways, and something unusual? Probably not then, if you know it well. Okay. So that seems pretty good. We'll sort out the incomplete part in a sec. So then now we've talked about the initializers. That's good. Now we want to try and do the scaling. The scaling. Yeah. All right, before we do that, we'll quickly sort this out here. Let's go. I never remember vim fs dir. How does this work? Join past dir and file. Okay. So here we can say vim fs dir original lesson dir. Yep. That should probably work. We'll test it out, I guess. So the next one is going to be structs returning, I guess, basically. Didn't copy any of them. Oh, right. Wait, no. Oh, original lesson dir. Right. That needs to be, because a lesson dir is just a lesson. It doesn't have complete in it. So we need to go join path, this, and complete. Let's test that out again. Reuse React Lua. Maybe next time. Struct return. Let's try that. Now, did we copy those? We still didn't copy those? Really? Original lesson dir complete. Oh, it's not here. That's nil. That makes sense. Because this just returns itself. Salt my hammies. We'll try that again. Oops. Struct return. Yeah. There we go. Now we're talking. Do you own boot dev or are you commissioned to make a course? Lane owns boot dev. I am just working on a course for him. Yes, commissioned, I suppose would be a good word for it. Use react.lua. We should be using it though. Did the link work? Links don't get sent in YouTube chat, Moose. You have to send it like, you know, something like google.com, like this kind of goofiness. Don't tell Lane, but soon me and Badcap are going to kick him out, though, and take over the company. Don't let him know. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is we want to, you know, sort of show how... Oh, I guess by making this other one, it, like... Oh, sorry, chat. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Wow. I would have muted myself if I was ready. I was not ready. All right. So in our original example, right? So that was in structs 1 readme. We didn't know how to do this. We didn't know how to do this. Now we know that we can return a struct from a function, just like we did when we created new coordinate. Write a function that scales some coordinate by an integer scale amount. Okay. Oh, I guess we don't have to write it like we can that has the signature struct coordinate scale coordinate like this. Yes. Okay. Great. So this will be struct coordinate scale coordinate. Great. And then struct coordinate scale coordinates return scaled. All right. So that seems good. Turn in a website dedicated to making better leather boots and bootable USBs. Yes. True. What are we building, Nate? We're working on my course for boot.dev. Okay. Right, and then we need to write a test for this as well. Test scale coordinate. So then we can go scaled. We should go like this. And that should work just to make sure that will fail. All right, we didn't add test scale coordinate here and test scale coordinate. That should fail. Wonderful. Great. And we can do that. Cool. Very nice. Person you have some experience or little to no experience. You won't have to have any experience with C, but it will kind of be expected that you've done, just like the other courses in Boot, that you've done sort of like the prerequisites, or at least have enough understanding to have done them. So, I mean, it's like, you know what functions are. You know variables, you know some ideas about like scope and some stuff. We're not going to re-explain everything about programming, but we are going to like contextualize all of it inside of C. So like if you can write, like some simple Python, you'll be able to sort out this course. Awesome. Okay, so then that is struct return. And so we can probably go here, and let's go ahead and take this, and we'll say struct type def. We'll go here, and we can go to this, and we'll say type def. By now, you're probably tired of typing struct coordinate over and over again. Yeah, we'll say that. And you're wondering, how can I make it so that my structs appear the same as other types, like int? Good news. C lets you do this. You can accomplish oh my goodness, accomplish this with type def. Those real emojis do no scopes. True, 360 no scopes indeed. All right, so then what do you want to do with type def? Well, I don't know exactly how we'll transition into this. We'll have to write a little bit more there, but we can say struct coordinate. We'll say struct example, and we said int foo int bar like this. This can also be written as type def struct example. Whoops. Int foo, int bar, and then we do example t. Probably should include some info about the other naming conventions people sometimes like to use for this. Would probably be useful to put inside of here. But anyways. Now you can use example t wherever before you would have used struct example. In fact, when you use typedef, you can optionally skip giving the struct a name. Typedef struct example t anonymous t baz. Yeah. In this case, there is no struct name you could use, but you can refer to the type as anonymous t. All right, cool. Right, yes. Yeah, that's one of the examples. Some people like typedef struct example. That's one option. There's also typedef struct like example t. There's just like so many options. So we'll think about some other ways that we could possibly write this. Lil Bonaparte, hey, thank you. Thanks for the sub, appreciate it. We're going with this style because I think that this one. Can you make it so you earn 1 Teach coin when you complete the course? Maybe. I'll talk with Lane about seeing if we can get some Teach coins in for people completing the course. We could return. What does it say? Pointer types? What? I can't read for some reason. Not sure, but we could refer pointer types. I'm not sure what you're saying. Okay, so that seems pretty good. A whole coin for 1 course. I know. In this economy, that's what I'm saying. All right. So I don't know what I would even want to do for the exercise for this. Rewrite your previous code to use coordinate t instead of coordinate. I guess that seems fine. So we'll just add all of this should go typedef here. Whoops. Change to words, coordinate t, and coordinate t. Yep, same thing there. Okay, great. Struct example, struct example. Really, you like to have them be the same name? I feel like that part's kind of weird. I'm not a huge fan of them having the same name. Shroot bucks. It's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. I have to find out what the conversion rate is. Well, when will this course be on? We're not sure when it's going to be done. I'm trying to get it done fast. We're cruising now, but it will be on boot.dev with promo code TEACH. You can get 20% off. Helps when namespacing. You have example, creator, example, find, blah. Yeah, but then... Yeah, I mean, I guess... But why have them have the same name for the struct and the example? Like, you're not using... Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I'm following. I didn't read... I wasn't putting together that you were writing those separately for some... So you're saying you go this method. You say first, I'm going to make a struct coordinate like this, right? And then everywhere else, you just only reference coordinate like this, you're saying. And then that works because these two names are the same. Yeah, that way is... I'm not I can see the like benefits for that. It just feels weird for me to have the one name be in both spots. I think one of the most valuable things in any course is use of real world examples, easy use foo bar. Yeah, Sammy, I know. We do that for everything, like for actually building something. This is just literally introducing a little bit of syntax. And we'll probably come back and change some of them anyways. I need to get the outlines. We need to keep going. We can't spend all day thinking about the name for every single one. We'll never be finished. Coordinate and coordinate. I like having the T for user types. I'm not sure how the compiler does it. Yeah, that one makes sense to Pesky. Yeah, I'm not. It seems fine. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. You know, we're gonna iterate on the course. You know what I'm saying? Double O. Smart. There we go. That way it's shorter to type too. I like that. Like the big thing of the whole course is literally real examples, right? So this is like, we're trying to get you through some basic syntax, some understanding of C quickly. And then we're going to do, I spent a ton of time making a real example for every single kind of feature that we're talking about here. And then how to use those in a real project kind of thing, right? So it's like, so we have that real world example, high school programmers capable. Well, the real world is just on a white paper, right? So it's kind of like, what do you define as the real world? Yep, yeah, you can make type aliases as well. Yep. You can do a lot with type def. We'll probably talk a little bit more about type def later. Because this is just for the struct part for type def. Okay, so that seems pretty good. Did I cover everything that we wanted to do here? Yes. So this one can get deleted as well. Built in 5mm for him. I use when using telescope find files, it's not taking the root when I'm using it. Any suggestions? Well, you can tell it what current working directory you want to use, Strange. Yep, yeah, I mentioned that as well, Growlix. Real world equals metaverse. Same. Okay, so did we put anything in test here that... No, these are all pretty simple. That's probably everything that we would need to cover for like some simple structs. With true devotion, yeah. Yeah, we just mentioned it just briefly. Just like you can do it anonymously as well. But I'm not sure how much we'll use that. I don't want to send them off on like random rabbit trails learning like a bunch of different options to do the same thing in C. You know what I'm saying? Because like every single C code base has 1,000 different ideas of how they want to write C. Like we can't cover the combinatorics of all the different options. Is there some variable that serves when you have an open from and use that as current working directory? Multiple subdirectory available from project might be deep. Well, so like telescope, you can do like find files, and then you can say current working directory is like dot, and it'll do it from here. But you could do like, 9 structs, and then it will search from inside of there. So if you can set the current working directory, you can do that from Lua as well. Lua require like telescope, dot built in, dot find files, current working directory is dot versus, 9 structs. So then you could write a mapping that could do something there for you if you want. Suitable for embedded systems? I mean, embedded has its own set of trade-offs that you need to know and stuff like that. Like not using C string. We're going to use regular C strings. Just because I don't want to get away from that too far. I can do an input and give the directory to use as root. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, it's Lua, so you can write whatever you want after that. Yep. You just pass the current working directory in to find files. 1 KB of RAM says hi. Yeah. I agree. C should have picked something with length. I'm with you, okay? I'm with you. All right? But we're also not going to try and reinvent the wheel for everybody. The whole time that we're... Walrus, 30 months. That's crazy. Right? You guys understand what I'm saying? Like, we can't just, like... If we don't teach them about how C strings work at all, they're going to be very confused if they ever run into any other C code afterwards. If we make, like, our own custom one that does a bunch of other random stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, chat? It's like not a viable option, really. Okay, so those seem good. That's the very basics of structs, right? We will be able to just join. What did I miss? We're writing the course. Yeah, we probably can go. That could definitely be its own chapter. That would be fine to be its own chapter. Oh, we didn't cover forward declaring it. Okay, so we do need to do that because we're going to use that later. Yep. So what's a good simple, like maybe like linked list? We won't even make them necessarily do anything with it, but like linked list would be a good one where we would need to forward declare, right? Is that like probably this, is that the sort of standard one where you would do a forward declaration of a struct? I'm trying to think of something that would be like pretty understandable for him. Nice, Strange. Yeah, that's exactly the goal. Yep. Binary tree. Binary tree would also be a good one. I'm just trying to think what would be the most relatable one. Boot dev is real cool. I agree. Forward declaration. One nice benefit, one thing that is only possible to do using type def is to have recursive definitions. Is that what you would say of structs? Mutual structs. Yeah. Oh, struct that depends on each other. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Is boot dev one of your projects? I didn't make it. I'm working on a course for it. Although technically, I did write some Go code. I've contributed to the back end now. So I guess that does make it, I'm kind of part of the team, you could say. Kind of part of the team. Can confirm, yeah. So it's kind of like I'm kind of pretty cool. What up, Maniac? All right, so let's give an example. I think Lane, they've already done linked list before, or have they done binary tree? Which of them would they know better? Or they know, oh, they do know trees. Okay, they know trees. So we could do a tree of like having I can't compete with the e-commerce money. Fair. Is it open source? Is what open source? Boot dev? No. Yeah, take it up with Lane. We're not even going to do a whole example, right? We're just going to show them the struct, right? So it's like, we could write something like, okay, we have some, our main problem is we basically are going to have type def struct, like, we could say node. And then what would you need inside of here? The problem here, right, is, okay, sure, we can have some value, but then we need to have like a left and a right. Maybe linked list is even nicer. Linked list is probably even simpler. So let's do like an example of a linked list, possible linked list definition, something like this. Distro for beginners. I like Pop OS. Right? But then this won't work. You're like, dog, we can't do this. So you have to go type def struct node t, right? And then we can just do here node t. Did I do that right? I'm trying to think, did I do this actually right? Oh wait, can we do this? Which is the one? Oh yeah, this one's fine. It can work recursively. It's when you need to do something goofy like mutual. The mutual ones is the one where you can't do this, because this, I needed to use this. The reason that we did this is in our examples for the objects is we basically had like type def struct object t like this, and then we need to do something like type def struct vector vector t, because it could hold an object t, you know, X, object T, Y, object T, Z. Right, I can't do this though, right? This isn't allowed. Let's change this to node H. We'll take all of these. We'll just delete all of this. But struct node next is okay. Okay, right, because we're declaring this in here. But the mutual ones we can't do unless if they have mutual ones. Hey, can you do some quick? No, I'm not gonna do that, Razo. If you know, you know. Straight. Yeah, you can ignore all of the helpful information. You should do C code review for subs. No thanks. Right, so we can also do, so this one, maybe this one's not that good of an example because we can do this way. Will this still work even if we do this? This will, right? Yeah. But it won't let us do node T like this. This one will say it doesn't know how to do this. Whoops. But we can do this if we forward declare. That's right. So that's one option. The other option would be if we did this shenanigans here. Whoops. And we wanted to have type def struct object with something like union kind or union data. Can I write this in line? Or I say int v int and like vector t vec v vector. Am I supposed to put this after? Yeah, I can do this, right? This is legal. It's been a little while, but I'm pretty sure I can do this. Whoops. Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, okay. Code review by Teach, 10 Teach 1. Maybe we'll do some interactive stuff on there at some point. It would be fun. That's even simpler. Oh, true. Yeah, we don't want to put concepts of struct into the header. Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah. Yeah, because you can hide some implementation a little bit through doing that as well. This is one that they're literally gonna do later. Like this concept here is one that they're actually going to do later. So I'm trying to think how I can motivate this without it being crazy complicated. It's also nice, like, to be able to, if you want to use a type def here, you need to forward declare. Am I thinking of that correctly? Right? Yeah, that makes sense, Moose. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. If I delete this, then it's mad. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a pretty, I think this example is pretty good. And maybe we'll mention this example as well. So maybe we'll do one here and then we'll do one here. I don't know. I'm worried I won't be able to motivate this super well, but I do think that it's important they see this once before we introduce it in the object section. There's got to be a simpler example. What's like a simpler example of something where they can have mutually... well, we'll just ask ChatGPT. We'll ask ChatGPT if it's got a simple example. What's a simple example of a case where you would want to use mutually mutual structs? I don't know. It probably knows what I mean. Nope, sorry. That's not what I want to do. In C. The example is easy. We shouldn't write it that way. Well, yeah. In the actual example, we do like object data like this, or not. Sorry, we do type def union, and then we say object data t data like this. Car. Oh, true. Something where it's like where it's gonna link back to itself. I don't really know if I like that one. But this one, yeah, we could do like family and a person, or a car and a person. Like you could say the person wants to keep a reference to the car, and the car wants to keep a reference to the person. That's not crazy. Think of something funnier. Let's see what ChatGPT's humor is like these days. Favorite toy. That's not funny at all. Try and think of something actually good. Arch user and wife. It's just always null. Funnier, so it's like it does a clown. ChatGPT. Funny equals clown. Funny equal clown. I know. I put clown. Funny equal clown. Lol. Okay, so let's do, I think maybe something simpler. I do kind of like this idea of like person T, and a family. So we would go like type def struct. Oh, but if we did a family, then we want to say like, we'd want to have like a list of people. Let's do car. Let's just do the car example. Car T. Type def struct. Person. A person is going to have something like, let's say name, right? And then they might have some reference to their car. Car, car T, car. I don't like saying cart. If string that contains funny, generate clown joke. Yeah, I know, for real. Oh man. String star name. That we'll get there. Yep, for sure. Type def struct car owner. We'll say, so then we'll say person T owner. Oops. There we go. That's a pretty, I think this example is pretty good as well. Even though I don't really know if I just don't like typing car T here. Well, we'll change it to computer. Because they're on a computer doing the course. Relatable. Right? And we can say like brand, char star brand, and like I don't know, something like that. That's fine. We'll do something like this. So relatable. So relatable, just like me. I've got a computer. I'm on the computer. Okay, so those I think are two good examples. This one is not strictly required, but it's like nicer if you don't want to write struct all the time. What about those on their phone? It's still a computer. Hello? How do you think your phone works? Arch users and wife is better. Yeah, but then you don't even need to put this because it would just always be null. Like that's not, there's no good joke. It's just null. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll do an example of this where we say node, and then we can say something like node t start, or we'll say last is, no, we don't want to say that. We want to say something like, all right, we're gonna have to do, well, oh, we can do this. We can do this. We'll just make it, yeah, well, and we can do, oh my goodness. Node t new node. New node 1. Whoops. Node t start. New node. We'll say start dot next is last. That's all I need to do, basically. Like that's all I want to actually say, and that should just compile. It doesn't. We're not gonna do anything with it, so this is fine. Sure, it's on dial-up server. Yeah. Boot dev subscriber and Lambo. Now we're talking. Yeah. Now we're talking. Okay, so this would be a simple example of creating a node where all they need to define is they need to just write this part, and then let's make a new one here, and we'll say struct mutual declaration. Oops. And then we'll yoink all of this code, and we'll go to here, and then instead of this, we'll have I don't know, we'll just call it exercise.h. And then instead of doing this, we'll delete that, and we'll say exercise.h. I don't even know what, if I want to even do, I don't even know what I will do for this. So we'll just go to do. Okay, that's fine. And we can go here and we can say mutual structs. Sometimes it's, so this is the case where it's actually required to do the the type def, right? Because I don't think even if we go, we need to do some sort of forward declaration. Even if we go here, it won't like this. We can go struct computer. It won't like, oh, this one's still fine? I thought we couldn't do that. It will still just look and make sure that there is a struct computer somewhere, even if it's outside of here. I can never remember exactly the rules for these because I hate writing struct. I guess that's fine. Is there any scenario where you must forward declare a type in C? What colleges and universities stand out to you regarding their CS programs and why? None. I don't know. I don't have any opinions on it. Are there any scenarios where you must forward declare a struct in C? Maybe it's only for functions. I don't know. But I don't think I have to. Okay, sure. If it's declared in multiple files, sure. Boot.uni, exactly. Boot.uni coming soon. Because this seems like it's fine. Okay. Well, either way, this is still, I think, the better way to do it. And usually I would write this like this. I would put both of these at the top. Boot.edu. Yeah, if they were trying to be a college, I guess maybe, yeah. I don't have any opinions on college and universities. In general, I think colleges, how can I say this? There's very little correlation between the college and whether I would want to hire a person or work with them. Although maybe there is some inverse correlation between some colleges and places that I would want to work with someone. I'll keep those to myself though. Yeah, I went to college. I went to Calvin, now Calvin University, at the time Calvin College. I liked it. That's where I learned to start programming. I just don't have a lot of, how can I say it? What am I looking to say? I don't attach a lot of value to like a college's ranking or something like that. People can go to college and try and do nothing, or people can go to college and learn a lot by themselves. Huge range. It's 4 years of time. You can do a lot or you can do a little. It's mostly up to you, not really mostly up to the college in my mind. Especially for programming. You can just go like build stuff. Booty.dev. Now, see, Lane, they're thinking. They're thinking. But I also went to a small school that's not super prestigious, so maybe I'm just saying that because I think I turned out okay. I don't know. Life's very complicated, chats. Life's very complicated. Alright, so I will write something about this at some point, but I'm not going to write it right now. I need to think about this one a little bit more. I feel like I need to put some other way to see these, but that's fine. Alright, so I think that's everything we wanted to cover for structs. Is there anything else in structs that we need to cover? We're going to cover enums and unions later, but they're not, we don't have that yet. I realized the doctor took his advice and didn't go to college and did a Udemy med. Well, I think some fields are a little different. Although I'm not convinced, necessarily one way or the other whether, like licensing laws and stuff make things objectively better or not. Like, it seems kind of crazy that a hairdresser has to get a license. But what? That seems crazy. But whatever. I think that's everything we need for the course on what we're going to do with structs. Because here's our forward declaration. So that's the main thing that I wanted to make sure we covered here. Can you do this? Will it be mad? No, I think it's fine. Yeah. So you need a license soon to write illegal languages. True. Get your only available license while it's still legal at boot.dev. Promo code TEAGE. Am I missing anything that I want to cover? I'm always afraid the gamification will diminish intrinsic motivation to learn later. That seems a little bit backwards. Like, I'm not going to learn this now through a platform that helps me to learn because, I don't know, maybe, I guess. But more open education. Yeah. I offered my sister, she's studying at university right now, to do computer science. And I told her, for half the price, you can come hang out with me for 4 years. But she said no. Kind of lame. I was like, I'll do it for half the price you're paying school. Still half. Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. And then she could have lived at home still with my parents instead of paying for room and board. So it would have been way less than half, Are you still taking offers? No. It was a family only offer. Sorry. It was family only. All right, so I think that's everything I needed to cover for struct. So that seems good. Education, unfortunately, extremely outdated in structure these days. Yeah, I'll consider that a challenge to overcome. Still possible, I guess. You can cover size of struct. Sometimes not equal to sum of size of members. Yep, we are gonna do that, Ali. Yep, that's Oh, I guess we could cover that in structs itself. You're saying that's a good point. Yeah, I think maybe at the end covering size of struct is pretty nice idea. Here. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's go struct size of. Okay. Size of struct. That's a good idea. Yep. Because this gives us a chance to at least briefly mention alignment, which alignments. Where did I put this? Padding. I do have something here, but this probably should go somewhere else. Why did I think that this was gonna fit? Oh, right. I haven't actually written. I just wrote exercises for a bunch of these. That's right. Okay, that's good. So I do have some examples of some goofy stuff. Cover size of D's. Probably it's about the size of a char. Likely she trusts the college diploma more than her brother. I mean, there's more. Yeah, I mean, she really likes going to school and a bunch of other stuff. So I mean, it's like, it's fine, you know. College party and not to study. Well, I don't think she went to college to party, but my sister, yeah. I trust teach. Well, that's what I told her. I was like, I can pretty much guarantee you a job when you're done after hanging out with me for 4 years. Like, I can promise you 100% acceptance. Like, you'll get a job somewhere. But that's okay. There's lots of reasons why it's probably better to get a piece of paper these days. But that's okay. True, yeah. I wish I was joking, but after completing multiple entire book, I can tell that I need a more solid beginner foundation than what I had to proceed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're looking for, human. Not Flix, exactly. It's like a secret handshake. Learn it and move on. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that are good about it too. You get lots of chances to network with people. You like at least can learn things. You get opportunities. So I mean, it's like, it's not worthless. You know? Okay, so we'll take this one here. This is good. I'm just saying, like, you know, like, I went to school. I thought it was fine. Maybe she didn't want to hang out with a nerd. That's probably more true. She'd probably get really annoyed with me before then. We get along great, but she'd probably be upset with me before that, so that's fine. Okay, it's typed coordinate P, create new struct using it. Yeah, that one's fine. Oh, so we already did this one. We covered this one. I can delete this one now. I can delete this one now. We did this. I did this as well. Struct basics. Yeah, that's fine. What else? Oh, nice. We do have some. I do have some nice diagrams for them that we should include at some point. Maybe before we get to. We could take some of. We could definitely do each of these, and probably we want to include some of these ideas before we go. This one's coming later. That's when we get to pointers, so that's fine. Gonna cover enum? Yep, we're covering enum. C. Are you not getting the changes? We do occasionally, you know. It's just like, does this change my color scheme? You know, we just give it the ye old git add, git commit. This one's, whoops. This one is for Gorange. Nice. There you go. Classic. There you go. You're in. You're in, buddy. What's the project today? Learn C while I build a C course. We do want to include this concept here at some point, though. We should definitely put this in. I'm going to tell my grandkids about this. I think Lane doesn't squash, which is gross. But I squash mine if I'm going to merge. Just C, yeah. I mean, C and C sharp, kind of different languages. What are your stream tags? Say C. That's a good point. We'll add it right now. C. Add tag. Boom. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, you were at least there at some point. You know what I'm saying? Only one letter difference. True, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same. All right, let me go get a little more coffee, chat. I'll be right back. Wow. Hey. Fancy meeting you here at the end of the video. Just go ahead, give it a smash. You know, wow, the like button. You can make fun of me in the comments for that one. I don't even care because you made it to the end of this video. Thanks, everybody. See ya.